We are back here welcoming Paige Pierce to the press conference at Jonesboro Open. Paige, congratulations on a huge win last weekend.
Thank you.
Before we even get into Jonesboro, can you first of all tell our viewers how many major wins that is for you in total?
There's a lot of speculation about that. I have 17 tournaments that have an M beside it, but 2 of them have X majors, experimental majors. One was the Women's National Championships, and one was the USDGC in the men's division for performance flight. So 15, 16, or 17, you take your pick, but I count 17.
That's pretty incredible. Again, congratulations. And coming off of the first major of the year win, back to a pro tour event, and they are back-to-back, how do you take that momentum into the disc side of heaven?
I'm trying actually not to even think of the last tournament. There's so much drama about it, and, I just want to move forward and just show that I am a champion no matter what, what the score is, what happened yesterday. I'm moving forward. I'm trying to get as many birdies and eagles out here as possible, and, just excited to play some more golf.
Thank you for sharing with us. And again, thank you from a lot of our commenters and viewers on sharing your personal experience and journey on the course. We're going to hand it over to Nate Perkins.
How we doing, Paige? Can we talk about the turnaround from a major to an Elite Series Pro Tour event, having, 2, maybe 3 rounds of practice if you hustled over here?
Yeah, it being 9.5-hour drive, it kind of put a lot of us out of a practice day on Monday. And then yesterday, actually, if you didn't play an early morning round, the course was actually closed after, I think it was like 2:30 p.m. or something. So, it's a little bit short on practice time. For me, I usually like to take the weekend after a major off, especially Worlds. I typically won't play the weekend after Worlds or before Worlds. But yeah, especially with everything that happened, I actually considered just going home and skipping this event. But I know I play well out here, and I know, that I don't want to run away from any problems. At a certain point, it's like you kind of just want to take a rest, time to recoup and just flush through all the emotions and feelings and stuff like that. But and to actually maybe let it sink in that I did do something amazing last weekend. I made myself proud, but it really hasn't felt that. I didn't celebrate. There was no celebration. I thought about maybe skipping this event and trying to channel some positive feelings.
Yeah. So, is there anything that you can share to help the viewers at home understand? You won the tournament, but you're sharing with us that it was actually a very emotionally stressful experience. Are you referring to the situation with Kristen's daughter being asked to leave the course and all the individuals that you had to speak with about that situation?
Yeah, somewhat. Even besides that, just the way it went down on hole 18, I remember, throwing my last putt up, and it was really close. I really almost made that putt, and going into hole 18, I told myself I need to eagle this to even have a chance to force a playoff. Maybe I could win if she messes up, but at least just to do a playoff, I need to get this eagle. So when I let it out of my hand, it was like this moment of oh, damn, I gave it everything I could, and I thought she was going to make that putt, actually, her first putt. And so when she missed the first one, I was like, wow, we're going to a playoff. And I'm thinking okay, get my putters ready. How am I feeling? And, when she misses the second one, it wasn't this moment of yes, I did it, how you want to feel when you win a tournament. It was the complete opposite of just whoa, I won. So that already was weird. And then, yeah, of course, everything happening with Isabel, and let's stop saying Kristen's daughter, because she's a beautiful person. Her name is Isabel. She's a beautiful 9-year-old girl who her mom trusts with her whole heart, and we're all sitting there excited that her daughter's finally been able to join her on an American trip. I've played so many rounds with Kristen over the last 2 years, and we talk about Isabel all the time. And, it was exciting for me to get a chance to meet her. And that was the first day that she was at the course. So like those were my first moments of actually like meeting her and seeing her. And obviously we're not talking. It's a tournament situation, final round, but it was just nice to see her there, all quiet, standing behind her mom. And then, you know, just to be so, it doesn't matter if people don't like me. I don't care if you like me or not, who's watching. But I think the part that hurts me is being misunderstood. And I mean, I was excited to meet Isabel. I would absolutely never do anything to try to gain an advantage. Like, I actually called myself on a football in round 2. Like, I'm not trying to break any rules, to gain any advantages. I want to play the sport the way it's meant to be played.
Can you clarify that foot fault situation?
Yeah, I had about a 31-foot putt. I was just inside the circle. There was a root behind my left foot. And so I went to push off, and I pushed off too far, and then I didn't want to land on the root, so I didn't maintain my balance, fell forward, and I knew I made the putt, but I knew it was, you know, not abiding by the rules. And so, you know, even though I made the 2, it was counted as a 3, and it is what it is. You move on. So
no question for you to call yourself on it. You didn't wait for any of the other competitors.
Oh, no. As soon as my weight, I didn't even wait to see if it went in the basket. It was just like, oh, sorry, you know, like, no, I didn't mean to, of course. I wish I didn't, but it happened.
You nearly broke your own record for Circle 2 makes last weekend at the Champions Cup. Can you talk about what was going right from that 40 to 50-foot range last week?
Yeah, I actually played a practice round with Nate Sexton today, and I was kind of talking about that. That's what I feel the most proud about from last weekend is my, not only the makes, but my mindset going into those putts. You know, I think a lot of times, and especially as professionals, we are expected to make 15, 20 footers, but nobody's expecting us to make 45 or 70 footers. So for me, I kind of channeled that, and it was just like, well, if I make this, it'll be cool, but I don't have to. So it eliminated all the pressure, and it turned into excitement. It was just like, cool, another chance to like make a sweet shot, make a highlight reel moment. And so literally I would tell my caddy, like, I'm walking up to the putt, and I'd be like, sick, another look at Circle 2. And so I think just the excitement was contagious, and it fueled some of those good makes.
Hi, Paige. Grant Zellner, PDGA. Just enough time for one more question. You hold the FPO course record here at this side of heaven with a 14 under par 52 back in 2020. Do you feel like we're in a phase in disc golf right now where it takes course records to be in contention and to win events? And if so, how do you feel about that?
That's a good question. I certainly so in the men's division. I think in the women's division, I mean, yeah, if you're breaking course records, you're going to win the tournament for sure. I mean, you saw Katrina shoot the course record last week, 7 under, and that moved her up. I think it was 13 spots. So, you know, if she had one more of those records, she very well could have won that tournament as well. So I think, you know, if you want to shoot the course record, it's kind of like an ongoing joke. It's like you're like, where's hole 1 and what's the course record, you know? And so, yeah, if you can have that mindset and try to shoot course records, you're going to win. But I don't necessarily think that's what it takes to win. I think, you know, 4 consistent rounds. We're at this event, 3 consistent rounds under par. As professionals, we shouldn't be shooting over par or even par. So, you know, 5 under each round, I think at any given course is going to put you in that podium spot, hopefully. But yeah, out here, when you see me shoot a 14 under, Katrina shoot a 12 under, multiple double-digit rounds, we know that all the birdies are doable out here. It's just a matter of controlling your nose angle up and down these hills.
Hi, Paige. Chris with Gatekeeper Media. One quick question. How important is mental health to athletes, and what do you do to help alleviate your work-life balance of competing as well as making sure you're having fun?
I think surround yourself with positive people that lift you up. And it doesn't have to always be positive, but just people that are going to support you, whether you get a triple bogey or a albatross or something, you know, like it's healthy to have people around you that are supporting you. And so making sure that, you know, you take time for those relationships, and also just deleting Instagram is probably the best thing I've ever done. So yeah, I feel good. I feel not distracted at all. And, you know, we were just joking about this the other day too. It's like you kind of go on social media when you're bored, but then you're sitting there scrolling and you're still bored. It's not curing anything. It's just putting you into other people's life. And actually, I just heard Eagles say he's trying to be more private and live his own life. And I think that so many people say that, but actually try it. Like, purposely give someone else your phone and let them lock it away. And you're probably going to have a better day than you can remember in the last few months.
Thank you, Paige. We'll be right back.